Welcome Josh Reynolds to the broadcast. Josh is the mastermind behind the Procera AVH formula, which has become America's #1 brain health and performance supplement. He is also co-founder of Brain Research Labs. Hi, Josh, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's great being here.
Josh, you're not only the brain behind the Procera AVH formula, but you're also the author of the medically acclaimed book, 2020 Brain Power, 20 Days to a Calmer, Sharper Mind, which, by the way, our audience has the opportunity to get a free copy of today. Josh, tell us, what is the story behind Procera AVH?
Well, first, a little background. I spent over 30 years studying the brain, as you know, and in this time I invented brain tests that were used at medical schools around the country, validated by medical schools such as Stanford, and with these tests we measured over 1.5 million brains.
1.5 million brains?
Well, actually, 1.5 million people, we measured their brain power, we measured their concentration, their ability to focus, remember, their moods, and from all this data we saw, first of all, something very shocking, that the brain was declining faster than the body and perhaps by up to 50% by age 50, 55. This shocked all the researchers.
Tell us what happened.
We had boiled down from hundreds of brain nutrients what were perhaps the best 3 in nature. Acetylcarnitine, and this is actually what's called brain food. In fish, the acetylcarnitine is what gives you the brain energy. It energizes your brain molecules. Next is vinpocetine. In Europe, the periwinkle flower, which we see here, this flower is known as the immortality flower for its ability to rejuvenate a tired, sluggish brain. How? It reoxygenates the brain. Then last but not least is something called huperzine. Now, this little miracle extract is worth over $1,000 an ounce. It's really worth more than an ounce of gold, especially for your brain. Why? Because it picks up those saggy neurotransmitter levels. Remember, those neurotransmitters are what you need to stay sharp, to remember, to recall information, to be alert.
So tell us, how does this all work in the brain?
This represents a brain, and it represents a young, vibrant, oxygenated brain that's full of energy, great memory, sharp mental acuity. As we age, as the brain gets less oxygen, less vital nutrients, less neurotransmitters, more free radicals, it starts to lose its energy. It gets dull. It loses its brightness. You lose your mental edge. So let's watch what happens when we feed the brain the energy nutrients that it needs, such as found in these 3 ingredients, or Procera AVH. We want to give the brain back the oxygen, give it back the neurotransmitters, take away those free radicals, perk up the brain, and get that edge back that you felt when you were much younger.
So you got it to work in the laboratory. Tell us now what happened when you took it outside the lab and gave it to real people.
Well, outside the lab, remember, I have hundreds of people, my family, friends, even neighbors that take Procera, and I hear from them over the years great stories. One that's closest to home is my mom. When she was 90, she told me she was playing bridge, which I knew, once a week, and she was starting to lose her edge. And could I help her? And I said, Mom, I invented this brain pill. So she started taking it, and 2 signs she noticed. 1, she could do her crossword puzzles faster and better, and number 2, she was playing better bridge. One more story. A friend of mine was a nurse who was an administrator, and they were downsizing her business, and she was afraid of losing her job unless she went back and got a degree, or renewed her degree, refreshed it. The problem was that she had a condition that hammered her memory. She said her memory was like mush. She could not remember what the professor was saying in class. So I said, this is perfect, Penny. Try Procera. She did, and in a couple of weeks she told me it really perked up her brain. A couple of weeks later, she actually took the exam and passed it. She not only kept her job, she actually got a promo. She was a very happy camper.
Josh, congratulations on your research and on what has become America's #1 brain and performance supplement, Procera AVH. And thank you for making your medically acclaimed book, 2020 Brain Power, available to our audience free. I'm glad you could help us tell this important story.
Thank you. It's great to be here.